That's just morning, 8:36 Pacific Standard Time on December 22nd. Let's get into it. What is going on in the Bitcoin market? We streamed for a couple hours last night and got psyched out in this big W pattern here on the 4 hour. We were hoping to break those highs and keep going. And it did. It broke the highs and went all the way to 44.4 and then crashed all the way back to 43.4. So now we've got this range. So we played one trade. We took 2 trades yesterday, actually. Took one for 16.5% on a 10x, and then the second trade we re-entered, and it ended up breaking even because that thing just dumped right out again. So we got psyched out. Little pump and dump action last night. Little pump and dump action, and now we're in this little rectangle here on the 4 hour chart. So that's what we're keeping an eye on this morning. Friday, coming into the weekend of Christmas on Monday. So we hope you have a happy holiday, whatever it is you may or may not celebrate. Whatever you're doing, we hope it's joyous for you. But let's see what's going on. Let's pull a Fibonacci. Let's pull a Fibonacci out here and see what's going on. I really hope for a Christmas pump still. But like I said, I was thinking it was going to happen when no one was really paying attention, which could still be the case here if we make a move over the weekend. Would be nice. So what the these guys, big gaps again. Oof. I don't like that. Big gaps over on the S&P 500 again this morning. Big gaps on the S&P 500. Not generally a good thing. They generally fill. But we did want the pressure to come off here so we could get some money into Bitcoin, which worked out. But what's going on? Because I imagine this is the last little hoorah for these guys, and then Christmas Day is on Monday. So they won't be around till next Wednesday, I guess. Do they take Boxing Day off too? I don't know. This market will be closed. But a long weekend for Bitcoin. It's going to be low volume in Bitcoin, I imagine, over the weekend as well. So it's going to be easy to manipulate. So we'll see if it ends up being just a lot of volatility in the range that we have established. Or will it pump or dump? We just don't know. That's what we're going to stream. That's why we're going to stream over the weekend. I will be around. What's going on in the news this morning as far as crypto goes? DOT, yeah, that was one of the altcoins that we picked up. DOT has been doing really well since we picked it up. I think 36% a couple of weeks ago since we picked it up. And they've just done something to integrate Pokemon into their system or something. Where was that article? Bitcoin ETF. Spot Bitcoin ETF. Still happening by January 10th. Okay. Why? Where's the article? Why can't you open the stuff that's on the Telegram channel there, Mr. Coin? Oops. Mr. Coin Telegraph. Mr. Coin Telegraph. The US SEC might not be comfortable with BlackRock's prime execution agent change in its new spot Bitcoin ETF update, but analysts still say expect approvals in early January. So approvals for the ETF as early as January 10th, they say, but you know, I don't know. I don't know about that. I have a feeling they push it further, and there's going to be some catalyst that puts selling pressure on the market. I think we're going to... Well, we're close to thinking about getting into another long here. Maybe. Yeah. We'll start. We'll hop in. We're just playing around. This is what we're doing here. We're going to learn how to trade together again. I mean, we've got some good basic knowledge between Marty and I, but 2 years in the market, 2 solid years in the market now. About 3 for myself. About 3 years in this market, going on to 4 years in this market. Marty a few longer, but definitely getting more serious the last couple of years. So I want to dial in my trades for trade cycles, like the bull runs and things like that. So I took 16 to 30K and played that really well, and I was really happy with that. Happy enough to relax for the slower months of the summer. I don't want to be hooked to this trading thing and get addicted to the money. Like, I've never been a gambler, and like I've always had enough, and to me it was just always enough. You know what I mean? Like, it was actually something I wrote in a lyric that just says, desire less and never have less than you require. Like, enough is enough for me, and it's enough, you know what I mean? Like, and that's why I love Bitcoin so much, because I just feel like it's enough for everyone. So my passion for it isn't to try and get rich, though my passion for it is leading to more financial comforts, which is interesting, if that makes any sense. But not that I've always had things. I've always had a home and done fairly well, and I did well when I was younger, because all I knew how to do was work. But after an injury, that changed. To source different means of income. So I just went in with about 25% at the bottom. We're at the bottom of the range here again. We are, and we're still in the range, so I'm gonna play it. We're at the bottom. I'll put a stop loss down here under these wicks, and we'll try to stack in along and hope this thing floats back to the top for the day. With the SPX coming up, I just can't see this king. Yeah, Bitcoin is the king, so I can't really see this thing falling. But if it does, it's all good. It's all good, because what we really wanted, remember, was the daily trade from 40,000, and that honestly still makes sense to me. Maybe people want some Boxing Week money. Hey, who wants Boxing Week money? And this will be just a little fake out of this triangle. Already got a red day of a, and then we come back down, and then we come back down. Test 40K again. Test 40K again. How'd that line get up there? That line's supposed to be down here. Moving things around in my sleepies last night, probably. But yeah, I don't know. couple attempts to get at the high again the last 2 days here, and it just didn't work out. So, not sure how I'm feeling today. This is the last day of the week, trading week for whale money. Obviously, they will play in this market over the weekend when people aren't paying attention. Though I have a feeling it's going to be low volume. I have a feeling it will be low volume. We can go to CoinMarketCap for a second. Just see what the volume is today. And I obviously... Yeah, so, I mean, and the market's still up, though. So, like I said, there's money pumping elsewhere. Just because it's not coming into Bitcoin doesn't mean it's not going elsewhere. So, we looked at this just yesterday, or 2 days ago. It was 1.64, and it's up to $1.66 trillion. So, the money is still coming in. The money is still coming into this space. It's just not in Bitcoin. The greed is up again, another point, so 75. On the greed index, the fear and greed index. Bitcoin still 4% for the week. Circulating supply, so 19.5. So that means there's only 1,000,003 left, or 1,000,004 left. $1.43 million or bitcoins left. 26% on the week for Solana. Still going. It was $89 yesterday. So still ripping over on Solana. Jeez Louise. That's crazy. Started the year at like $13 or something. That's wild. That is wild. But that's okay. We played it safe this year. We stayed in Bitcoin. We DCA'd. We looked away. We enjoyed ourselves. We learned some new creative hobbies. Did some road tripping. Some looking around. Life is good. Life is good. When you DCA and you look away, no stress. But now we're in it. Now we're in it. Halving's coming, and we want to look at more trade setups. Look at more trade setups, and hopefully with putting out more content, we can have people thinking about, or feeling a little safer with some DCA. Feeling a little safer with some DCA, because we should be up and to the right for the next couple of years. We should be up and to the right for the next couple of years. Polkadot. Let's look at Polkadot. 12%. 12% for the week. Did 20% yesterday. Came down a little. It's all right. It's all right. Still 12% for the week. LTC, still not moving, but that's okay. I've been doing a little DCA into LTC, actually. And if it stays lower, that's good. We got a little bit of Cosmos. And Cosmos actually hasn't moved. Let's have a look at Atom for a sec. And because this is a good project. I think Marty has some of this project as well. And it should be another good performer. And if it hasn't really... Like, it hasn't done anything yet. Look at this thing. Bing, bang, boom. Look at that. That's actually pretty juicy. That is real juicy. And it's one of those sleepers. It's like all the good projects that are actually innovating and doing some good things. Like, nobody's paying attention. They're not speculating these actual solid projects in development. But Cosmos 28% for the year. This thing still got more room. High for the year 15. Looks pretty good. looks pretty good. And look what it did in the bull run here. 45 bucks. What is this? What is this? 43. 43 bucks. It's crazy. It's good. Still a 4x from here. And it'll probably go higher than that this bull run, right? So, not financial advice. KuCoin. Coinbase. Osmosis. What is osmosis? That's new. Osmosis. Investing in some new exchange might be good for the bull run too, to be honest. You never know. You just never know. Good to have an exchange. So that's the thing. If for the bull run, if you're looking to divvy anything up or stack into it, you know what I mean? Like you got your Bitcoin and maybe a couple layer ones, and a couple of gaming tokens, exchange tokens. I think will do well. Meme. Pick a meme. Pick a meme. Interesting. Oh, market cap down again. So it's bouncing around today. 70 billion. So we're up a couple billion. 71 billion today. $69 billion in volume yesterday. Can we get a pump? Can we get a pump to end the week? Finish the week? Wouldn't that be something? Wouldn't that be something? All good though. Doesn't matter when you DCA and look away. But if we were looking at that accumulation pattern again on top of this, did I leave it here? There it is. That's weird to show it to you guys in a way that I'd like to see it. But, you know, it's already gone a little higher than I would expect for that. Like I would have wanted this move, but if we look at this on the 4-hour chart, if I go over to this monitor and change that to the 4-hour into that area, and it's like, what chart do we look at it on though? So I feel like the daily still could come down, and right now it's looking like this thing could roll over and do that. But if we look at this pattern on the 4-hour, yeah, so maybe it is coming down. But if you put that over there, but it wouldn't have, yeah, no. Yeah, so it missed a low. It missed a low. Like I feel like it shouldn't have got out of this triangle yet. And that's why I was waiting for another low. Waiting for another low. So maybe that's what's coming. Krampus with the fucking dump of coal. You know, Christmas Krampus is coming with the dump of coal. But that's all right. That's all right. DCA and look away. Ouch. Ouch. Now let's get this fib out again. And actually, this is now the double top. So I'm gonna pull the positive fib and see what happens here. See what happens. So right now, bang on the 23.6 retracement level of this last move. So we need to hold 43,450. That's exactly what we were talking about yesterday. I got rid of some of the patterns that we had drawn for the last couple of trades we played, but that's okay. What I drew out here was just this rectangle. So we had this with double bottom on the 4-hour last night. We were waiting for this W to break out. It did. Fake out, pump and dump. And now back to the 23.6 retracement level of this last positive move that may or should possibly not have broke out of this triangle yet. So we'll wait and see if this was just a little spring test and it's going to come back down and complete what I would say is an accumulation pattern. with a third low. With a third low. It's okay. That's what I would like to see. That's what I was talking about. What I wanted to see. I would have liked to see this triangle fill in more than just breaking out right here. So we're watching for this thing to hold 43.4 today, essentially. Otherwise, we are probably going to ride this triangle down a little. Or go back in. But we will keep you updated. We will keep you posted. I'm going to get my day moving because I've actually got some more things to do Friday before Christmas. Got the boys coming this weekend. Life is good. Life is grand. I hope you enjoy your day. Stay safe. Drive safe. Love your fam. Love your fam before they lie in graves because time fades. Well, actually, never mind. I messed that lyric up. I forgot a line. Maybe I'll work on some music today. Maybe I won't. How many... it's too long. Nope. Thought something was going to happen there, but we'll see. Actually, I'm just going to give this a minute here. It's kind of dead flat on the... Let's see what the RSI looks like here. Down as low as the 15 minute. Down as low as the 15 today. Let's see what's up. Trying to bottom. Trying to bottom. Lower low in the candles. More solid bodies here. Kind of came just to 30% RSI. Substantially lower low on the 23.6% fib. Solid candles on the 15. And we did it. I did go in with 25% here. So again, how I was doing this yesterday, like yesterday I grabbed down here around 43.4, like I was talking about, somewhere in there, and then I added more as we took the levels. So my entry ended up being 43.536 or something like that. But so I'm back in this area. I think we just caught the low on this last candle. We're somewhere in here. We're gonna trust the range until it breaks this 23.6% fib, essentially. So maybe that is the long entry here. This is kind of what I look for. You can see when we come out of those crashes there, we generally get a couple lows as it finds its bottom and decides it's ready to turn around, or maybe the sell pressure has worn off. So we had a low, another low. You can see the buying pressure that came off, saying, okay, we've identified this as support. Let's try to keep it here. Double top, meaning just it's not ready to go up. Okay, let's go test the support. But now we've got these solid bodies again, and that's what I like to see. So, and I didn't even look this low. I just jumped in because I know this is, right now, it's the bottom of a range, so I trust it. And you know what I mean? I was looking at my trade history on Femex since I've started these live streams, and I got a ton of trades because I've just been trading with change, and I'm trying to execute as many trades as possible, just because it just gets you comfortable with stomaching the volatility and things like that. Like, you just got to get used to the game again. But anyways, like I was saying, I have there's a lot more losing trades in there, but we're still way up on this trading account. It's like 90% overall, or 100% overall. Actually, it might be a little bit more than that, because we started, like, the network fee for me trading that or sending that Bitcoin there killed me in the beginning too. But yeah, you don't just get used to executing trades. And if we find the range and get comfortable with the bottom of the range, you know what I mean, then you manage and mitigate your risk accordingly by putting your stop losses just under these wicks here, and you're generally safe. And I have been so far. So generally, if I'm like the one I got stopped out of last night, I entered and then moved my stop up after I went for the other entry, and it went to the high, but ended up coming back down. But that's why I closed the first trade completely yesterday, because I thought it was going to get rejected. So I closed the first trade completely. We jumped back in, and it got rejected on the top of that W. So we sealed profits and then broke even on a second trade. And if we had just let that trade ride and left it open, I still wouldn't have any profit sealed in right now. And I'd be paying for the open trade and hoping that it still breaks out. So this is why I'm trying to get into the habit of closing trades daily. There's always going to be more trades, and you want to leave with your profit, right? So, in the bull run, that's different though. We want to, if you got the kahunas to sit on a big fat leverage long for 18 months, you might be laughing all the way to the bank. You just never know. But anyways, I'm going to wrap this one up. We're just hopping in along here. If we establish above these highs again, maybe we add a little bit more and look for a trade to the top of the range. But that's where we're at. So same plan as yesterday. Entry points are still the same, 43.4, 43.5 here, and hoping to take it back to 44.2 or higher today. And this line right now, I'm out of this on this line. If we confirm a break below the 43.450 here, with closed candles and confirmations that this will flip into resistance, and I'm out of the longs, and I'm waiting to see what happens over the Christmas weekend. So again, no bias, day to day, minute to minute. This thing is undecided, and we are in an area where they've kind of agreed on price, and we want to wait for when they disagree and send it one way or the other, and hopefully get a little more aggressive. So hang in there, and we will catch you in the next one. Big Zo.